Okay, everyone, we will now start with the next group presentation.
Let's continue to listen and take note of the ideas of the next few groups of presenters.
We now call on the students for Pre-Commercial High School Team B and National 14 Senior High School. The title is WYM, the Flowers of Cultures, what our passion can do. Give you a big hand, please.
We will talk about how to create a multicultural society. Our presentation mainly consists of 3 parts: improving education for immigrants, holding collaborative events, and sharing traditional culture. So, let's begin.
According to the Ministry of Education, the dropout rate of immigrant high school students in Japan was about 10% in 2018. This is about 7 times more than native Japanese high school students. This is also true of immigrants in Taiwan. For Taiwan, the dropout rate of immigrants is about 6 times more than native Taiwanese students.
The main reason immigrants drop out is a lack of language skills. Many immigrants can't keep up with the lessons that are all in Japanese and Mandarin. They can't always communicate with their teachers and peers in Japanese and Taiwanese, and suffering from misunderstandings and cultural differences. Similar problems happen in workplaces too.
In order to improve the situation for immigrants, schools and companies need to cooperate with locals and NGOs. Therefore, it's time for us to become volunteers.
How can we volunteer? One way is to visit your city's international center and ask what you can do. Another way is to search for opportunities online. Simply type in volunteer and the name of the city to find a local networking site for volunteer activities. We found a great opportunity called fukuiB. Here is what we discovered while volunteering.
First, volunteer work with immigrants is not difficult. With fukuiB, immigrants learn Japanese from qualified teachers, but volunteers don't need special knowledge or skills. They only have to enjoy simple games and conversation with immigrants in Japanese. Any Japanese person can join fukuiB regardless of age and experience. Second, we can understand diversity and cultural differences. Our activity was scheduled to start at 1 o'clock. We are there on time, but no immigrant had arrived yet. The staff in church told us, it's normal for 40 participants to be late. Take it easy. 15 minutes later, a Filipino man arrived. By 1:30, a Vietnamese man and some Brazilians had come too. As the room filled, we recognized our biased image of people from overseas. We tend to think they are all native English speakers, but this isn't so.
Third, we realized that the small first step leads to other opportunities. By joining fukuiB, we learned about other volunteer activities, such as helping immigrant elementary school students with their homework after school and during vacations. By teaching our own language and culture, we understood how difficult both are to learn. Third, teaching us empathy for the learners. Participating in fukuiB was such an exciting experience as we deepen understanding of immigrants and volunteer work.
In organizing such an activity together, we can share our viewpoints easily, which will result in an energetic and cheerful community where the lines between cultures have been erased. Next, In addition to improving education for immigrants, we need to incorporate them into our communities more. Immigrants can be involved in every step of the process when local activities are being held and organized.
For example, we can hold cooperative festivals. Immigrants and native citizens can work together to plan, organize, run, and reflect on the festivals together. They can learn how to resolve conflicts and share the joy of success by overcoming obstacles together.
Lastly, we should share our traditional culture with foreigners. Usually, we think that we should keep successor within our own culture. But sharing traditional culture with foreigners can help preserve our culture while helping immigrants become equal members of the communities.
As an example, we will talk about traditional Japanese paper or echizen washi, a craft famous in our prefecture. We interviewed Mr. Nicholas Gladys, an American who is now a successor of this craft. He says, I express myself with handmade washi and share how wonderful washi is with people all over the world. In fact, he gave a traditional washi demonstration in the US and showed some new ways to use washi and art.
Look at this picture. Everything here is made from Japanese paper, including the folding screen. Additionally, Nick organizes and holds art exhibition with an NPO in our prefecture called Imadate Art Field. To do this, he works together with a committee. We work together with a committee of local Japanese artists and craft people. To do this, if we pass on our tradition to immigrants, we can create society that's combined traditional, contemporary, and multicultural ideas.
To conclude, as globalization continues, we must make our society more comfortable for people from many nations. We need to respect the rights of all people and actively show an interest in immigrants, encouraging them to contribute their own ideas to our changing society. When we do so, our lives will become more vibrant. We can do anything as long as we have passion. Your passion has the power to change the world. So, let's create the multicultural society together.
Thank you for listening.